Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They're going to look to throw.
Cook makes the catch on the out route.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect?
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on first down. Matthews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Matthews targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's caught. Smith.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick low completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Matthews. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Matthews. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Gets by him at the 25. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Cook up the gut. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Here's Cook again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2nd and 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Kamara trying again, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
the ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. But they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Kamara. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Saints. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Cook running right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. In motion right is Hopkins. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So and we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So important there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, Paul, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Fair catch. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Fournette once more on second down.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to bring big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
First down, Saints.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down, Matthews.
He's got it to Collins, complete. Down inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Operating from the gun, Matthews. Touchdown!
Chris Olave
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they work this well upfield across the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They find some open field here.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Olave.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contact.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, didn't they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player on the offensive side of the ball. Those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 503-2.